I'm Elizabeth Arnold, and a former national political correspondent for National Public Radio, and I now teach journalism at the University of Alaska Anchorage, and I have a website called arcticprofiles.com. I'm hopeful because I have to be. There's no other way to be. And what I've been researching is that there is a hope gap because we've been doing so many stories defining the problem and not doing enough stories about solutions. And once you start doing stories about all the innovations that are occurring across the circumpolar north, you become hopeful. And I think that's what happened with me. I spend a lot of time in small communities in the Arctic, in Alaska. And even though I've seen the dramatic change at the North Pole, actually I went to the North Pole twice and I saw the difference in a 10-year span, which is profound. Even though I've witnessed that, when I go to small communities in Alaska and I see what they're doing, responding, adaptation, mitigation responses, it gives me hope. And I think if all we do as journalists is go into these communities and define the problem and talk about houses slipping into the sea, we're not educating, we're not informing the public so that they can make good choices about leaders. We're not educating the public so that they know that there are solutions out there. In medical reporting, it would be crazy to do stories about epidemics without talking about vaccines. In journalism, when we're covering climate change, it's the same. If we just tell stories about how bad it is, how really bad it is, and how really, really, really bad it is, people tune out. I think our job is to tell a more complete, whole story about both the gloom and the doom and the possibilities and the solutions.